Vicious kings, and we've had English kings, but I don't know if we've ever been cursed with a vicious idiot. You can't. I can, I am. They attacked them. They threw a cowboy at you, so I decided to kill them all. Farming in full, all because of a war you started. You're talking to a king! And now I'm struck a king. Take my hand fall from my fist. Please, your grace, now! I mean, it's crazy to think of.
And it's not just limited to finance.
Does your truck ride high? Is it jacked up to the sky? This is my kingdom come. When you feel my heat, look into my eyes. It's where my demons are. This is want to get a new job? They want to give you a price. This is my.
I mean, they can be sued, really, because your mission changed, but you're claiming it didn't. And then you're claiming it's to be accessible for everyone, but it's not. It's only accessible for those who have a professional email where their employer accepts, subscription. So then that goes against the motto that you still have, which is making investment research and analysis accessible by everyone everywhere.
Yeah, that's super gay. They just continued the free one.
Right. I'm telling you, the paid version seems to be different. It's not open source anyways. Not that I care much, but no, it's different. It's not the same. So, if you go to their website, now they're telling you that it changed to,
It works.
they call it OpenBB Platform CLI, which has nothing to do
Lou, what works?
What is that?
I don't know if they built it. It works. Very basic.
Not data visualization app, but that's not what it is. That's not. Wait, you think that substitutes OpenBB?
No, dude.
I thought that.
Chicago cheeseburger. I have a question. I learned today that the Pritzker family is like basically the mafia that runs Chicago. Is this correct?
Yeah, they're big time.
It's pretty impressive though for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it is, but it's, I can Google this. It's not, it's not earth-shattering. But you know what happened? Look at Nvidia today. Nvidia went boom. Nvidia went amazing. Amazing. I made a shit ton of money with Nvidia. I'm gonna sell it tomorrow because that's where the dividends are. So get the dividends, motherfucker, and then sell it. Probably sell it tomorrow or after tomorrow, or maybe after market hours. That's when I will.
You do realize when they pay you the dividend the amount of the dividend is what the stock goes down that day, literally at the open.
Potentially, I don't know.
Not potentially. If a stock is worth $10 and they offer a $1 dividend, the next day the stock is now at $9. So
Yeah.
dividends are stupid. It comes right out of the share price. It's fucking stupid. It's not like a real ROI. I mean, just now you just deduct it. You see what I'm saying? You got to now you have a taxable event. It's stupid. Dividends are stupid. Trading is all that matters. I mean, I like dividends because it's recurring income, but it's still just shaving the fucking money right out of the stock. So it's like it's not really a dividend.
Well, I mean, you can make that argument, but there's also other effects, which is that when you have a dividend stock, it's a high-paying dividend stock. People don't want to sell because at least they earn dividends. I'm more likely to sell my Amazon. I'm more likely to trade Amazon than Apple. Apple pays me dividends.
Dividends come from retained earnings, and like they don't impact cash flow, do they?
Who?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't impact cash flow. But what I'm telling you is the way that your broker pays you the dividend is from the share of the price. It doesn't come from the corporation's retained earnings in the form of a fucking check from the corporation.
That's right. But either way, it doesn't matter. There's other effects is what I'm telling you. So, like, my dividend stocks are going up. They're not going down. So you can say, oh, they would have went up even more had it not been for the dividend. I'm not so sure that's the case. Go ahead and check the VNQ. Check the VNQ ticker. You'll find that they pay insane amounts of
Like
dividends.
the comics are
They
actually
pay crazy
completely
dividends.
unhinged.
But the stock price is going up. It's amazing.
Like much better actually.
That is
It's yeah.
It's amazing. So I'm gonna get my Nvidia dividends, which aren't really that much. Anyways, they don't pay that much.
In the comics, actually, Butcher has to
But
confront
that's tomorrow.
a
So I figured,
suit
you know what,
basically
why
like
not?
it's
Wait for it. Get your damn dividends, and then sell it. But shit, I think I pulled a genius move with Nvidia, actually. That is amazing. Should have bought Tesla also, but I didn't. That's right.
Randy, the Fed's finally gonna cut rates in about a week.
Let's see if that happens. I mean, I know that they were postponing it as much as they can because there's the election. So they don't really want to do that part of the election. Either way, it doesn't matter what they do. If they do it, I'm fine. If they don't do it, I'm also fine. Who told you that? I didn't read that.
Dave Powell said the Times called Jackson Hole a few weeks ago for rate cuts, basically.
He did?
And he was prepping the
They're
market.
gonna cut rates, which means what? That inflation was actually. When did he say that?
When?
Yeah, he said that a while back.
At Jackson Hole, like in August, whenever they went.
In August, exactly. Okay, so I see what's happening. Because apparently the inflation report came in a little bit hot. So then that's why things bumped today. If you look at tech stocks are more they're more volatile in the face of inflation. So anyways, the inflation came higher than expected. So then we're like, okay, are we gonna cut interest rates too soon? If that's the case, anyways, things will bump. So things bumped. Things did bump. Nvidia went up like what, 9% today? I made a shit ton of money, motherfucker. 9 fucking percent on Nvidia. Like forget everything else. Look at Amazon. Amazon also bumped like crazy.
You know, you're really going to graduate into adulthood when you can live off the day trading, just like my boy John.
I can't do that now, but I will be able, inshallah, I will be able to do that like say 10 years. I'm pretty damn good. 10 years, holy shit. I don't need to work for anything. Well, let's see how it works. Let's see how it goes.
Do you know what is it? 2,000 years times 365 days. Was it 60,000 days?
What are you talking about, motherfucker?
I was thinking about like how many days history is, and how short this bullshit is. Called our lives compared to, but it's really not like, if you're alive 70 years, that's 21,000 days. But like if you look at 100 years going back, I mean, that means that like shit is happening every day, meaning that progress is actually happening, that people are really working and going to work. And as someone who doesn't go to work anymore, and I just text my boss that I'm sick every day, and she just copies and pastes me back. I'm just trying to say that it's amazing that we even have laptops and cell phones, that like people actually went to work every day and did things to like try to support a family so they could have a retirement, and then they die before their retirement even hits. That's what I'm trying to say, is the retirement industry is the biggest scam in human history, because everyone is working and saving, but only like 20% of people actually get to enjoy their retirement, because 80% of people die before they can even crack that fucking savings egg. So all that money sitting there in Wall Street, in the banks, etc., is never going to get spent, because nobody spends their fucking money. They die. They die rich.
Yeah, I think they will realize that. We will realize that, our generation, that's for sure.
What's the total scam?
Pensions?
Pensions. Yeah,
We're coming after your 401k.
I mean, no. Well, hold on. Pensions are the opposite of 401k. Pensions are defined benefit programs. 401ks are defined contribution programs.
Well, both of them are gonna go dry. I 100% believe that. 100%.
It seems like
Depends how old you are.
or unless you're like a boomer or like older Gen X.
Look,
Yeah, but
10%. Like the only people drawing pensions are union members, which is 10% of the workforce, and government employees. That's it.
They're all fucked. Well, government employees are many.
Yeah, I know, but as a percent of the workforce, it's not
I
like
mean, the
10%.
US government is the biggest employer. But I mean, they're not a majority, obviously, but
Correct.
I'm just
Biggest
telling you,
single
all these they're all gonna go dry. Birth rates are super low. Unless you have more immigrants, which is something that is very unsustainable.
We need a look. We only have 1.69 births per woman, so we need 2.1 to keep the population the same. So we're gonna start losing people. Therefore, we need immigration.
There are people on TikTok
smart
that out of
immigration
nowhere are
policy.
saying that they are trans. They want to fit into a community. They want to feel accepted, especially these young kids. They're in school, and maybe their peers are like, "Oh, well, I'm non-binary and I'm trans," and they're like, "Oh, I'm just regular, I guess, like a regular kid." And they're like, "Oh, you're cis, okay, you're cisgender," and then they feel like,
what the fuck is a cisgender?
right?
Like,
They feel
I have never had to
outcast by
identify
that.
my life as a cisgender nothing, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I mean. And so, like, a lot of these young kids are just like, okay, well, I guess I'm non-binary too. Okay, I'm trans as well. I want to fit in with you guys. And it becomes a lifestyle for especially
Lifestyle.
the Gen Z generation, it becomes a lifestyle for them. And then they have like these talking points on TikTok, and then they get these followers, and they get all of this attention, and and people leave comments like, "Oh, we love you. We're here for you. You're living in your truth." And then real trans people are just like, "Bro, you're not really trans. I know a real trans person when I see one."
Yeah, they're gay fishing.
And you're
gay
not
fishing,
it.
I think it is.
Yeah,
Gay
you're
fishing.
not it, bro. Like, really, real trans people with gender dysphoria suffer, And I know quite a few trans people where they're like, "Yes, I am biologically a man, or I am biologically a woman. Yes, I have gender dysphoria." That they're very logical and rational about how they feel. You know what I'm saying? It's the ones that either look like men or look like women. They want to go into the different locker rooms and do all this extra shit for no reason. It's like, come on, you guys. Let's just all be honest with each other. If you are not fully transition, if you're transgender, you don't look like me or Hazel or like a woman, or you can really pass as a man, then you need to go in the locker room that's what you look like. Honestly, you can't disrupt women's spaces like that.
I don't even think they should be in the locker room. I had a lot of moms in Texas, and they were really pissed and upset that the schools were allowing boys to go in their daughters' locker room, like volleyball, because they say they identify as girls, like, and that was like
you cannot do that. That's what I'm saying.
Like, and the moms were fighting like the school district to like outlaw that.
Hold on. I'm saying for the adult trans people that have put 10 plus years into their transition, where you would never even know that they were born a different gender, that is very different than me just saying, "Hey, I'm a guy now, So I'm gonna go in the men's room, and you guys, you know, with my big ass titties, and you're just gonna have to deal with it, and treat me accordingly. Like, we cannot be delusional about shit like that. You cannot do that. You are disrupting spaces, and that's not me being homophobic. I'm just saying, as a woman, I'm sure I've been in the bathroom with transgender women, and I just didn't even fucking know. I had no idea, because they were so passable that I just didn't know, and they used the bathroom and they left. I think what's happening is that on social media, there's these grown-ass men with beards that are trying to, in hairy chests, that are trying to go into women's spaces, and they are ruining it for actual trans people that have put in time and work into their transition to be able to do that and use the bathroom peacefully. That's all I'm saying. There's a different side to it where they're ruining it for actual trans people. So that's just how I feel about that. Yeah, no, for sure. Dr. Julio, are you there?
Is anybody there?
Hello. I guess it's just me and you, Judge. I'm here. I'm just trying to mute the back. Yeah, and Ava's over here going crazy right now, whatever. But no, what you're saying about the trans, it's truly like, it's just absolutely ridiculous. These guys are running around in lace fronts and long nails and calling themselves females, but it just goes back to them wanting to erase like the male, the idea of a man. Like, I'm very into gender roles. I'm very into traditional gender roles. I do want a man to come in.
Okay, this is Sarah TBN on LGBTQ, DEI, trans, racism goes.
At Fat Tire, we've been brewing crisp, easy drinking beer since day one. And when we meet, you can best believe it, she's a macho man. Macho man. You can best believe it, he's a macho man. They want me to be a macho man. Go be a man, man. Oh, you want butch and macho? I know some trans man with bigger balls than you. best believe it, she's a macho man. Macho man. You can best believe it, he's a macho man. They want me to be a macho man. Go be a man's man. Oh, you want butcher macho? I know some trans mans with bigger balls than y'all, bro. When I be out here serving, they be like that's too early. Cause they prefer me in the jersey, burning, rockin' hustle rainbow. Y'all got me bent. This my skirt is masculine. I swear these haters die gate away that they keep tapping in. Please, you ain't no boss. The girls in the gay stay with the sauce. Now that I'm the hardest, like Shaman, y'all look extra sauce. She is macho, he is macho, we can pop on me like hot sauce, baby. I'm boss all day, cause I so hate. Muchacho, this is macho. Oh, bitches bigger. I'm into my bed. Shame up in my game. Pushing agendas, I'ma keep putting out hitters. It's a dinner bender. Got a message for the ones thinking less of them. If they got more estrogen than the rest of them, LGBT, you the Q since you question them. That thing is the drag kings being way better men than half the dads be. Actually, faggotry's not a bad thing. How you gonna be a pit bull get elastic? Hey, take that ingenuity to get a little fun of me. The littlest John got the biggest misogyny. I'm king bad bitch, I whip the pants. Shit, just so much to make it like a man. She is macho, he is macho, we can pop on he like hot sauce, baby. A boss all day, cause I'm so heavy. Muchacho, this is macho. Oh, bitches bigger. I'm into my bed. Shame up in my game. Pushing agendas, I'ma keep putting out hitters. This a dinner bender. You can best believe it, she's a macho man. Macho man. You can best believe it, he's a macho man. They want me to be a macho man.
You can best believe it, he's a macho man.
Cam Taylor on the beat. Touch it roll, cookie smoke, give me what you got. Stripper pose, smoke it, troll, love a virgin pop. Hold, throw that ass, with that cash, her walk, rip it, drop. Get your home, I'm a bone, suck this pussy pop, yeah.
Tootsie roll, cookie smoke, give me what you got. Stripper pole, smoking troll, I'm a ratchet thot. Throw this ass, get this cash, my walk drippy drop. Give me home, I'm a bone, suck your tootsie pop.
Yeah, how many leaves does it take till you get to the motherfucker center of the tootsie pop? How many stacks does it take to get that ass shaking, make it drop? Bust it, slide it, ride it. I'm just trying to get inside it. Shot it, got the body out it. Tootsie got me mesmerizing. In the back straight bumping. Can't tell a bad bitch nothing. So dressed out that hoe stunting. Pull it hit out, now she busting. Smooth off the Henny, we buzzing. I'ma fuck you and your cousin. I'm smacking that shit in the back of the whip. After I nut, no cuddling. Yo, bitch up on my wood, so stuck like a termite. Hit that tootsie good, tap, tap for the third night. My dick, Robin dick.
Didn't go through any extra security at all. So all of this is on the heels of 9/11. I cried on that plane. I was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to go. This is terrible. These people are going to blow our plane up. And he was like, Terry, I promise, it's going to be okay. If they thought they were a flight risk, they would have already, flagged them or whatever. Anyway, the plane was fine and secure going out to, and we had a lovely time. So it was just weird to me that Americans were going through extra security, and people who like were looked like terrorists to me, just kind of sailed through and were the last to board the plane. But anyway, I want to fast forward. I went to President Trump's inauguration, and I was with a number of NYPD guys who had been there on the ground in the aftermath of 9/11, and they were like literally scraping up bucket by bucket. And y'all remember all that footage of they were passing the buckets, that everybody was just trying to clean that place up. And somebody referred to the stint.
Don't take 2-3 parking spots. Do what I want. Got no man. Watch me dance. Wanna see my ass? Wanna see my tits? Subscribe to my OnlyFans. Got no bands. Boy, you broke. Change your plans. You off brand. Short day man. Shit I can't stand. Off the juice when I set my feet. I need a big bull off of the leash. Feel like big girls, but he can't eat. 3 quarters meal, 7 days in a week. We in the ring. He in a smackdown. He can't breathe. He wanna tap out. He's too weak, but he can't reach out. He about to choke. He about to black out.
We husband and married, been married for 15 years. Had a first scene. Grateful that y'all are having this space where people can just kind of step up and share. It feels like healing, just to be able to speak it, get it out, just and know that we are all in this together, and we've got a great country to save. God has blessed each and every one of us in so many ways, mainly because He's brought us all together, right? And life is about relationships and supporting each other, loving one another. I mean, that's what God commands us to do. So here we are, and thanks again, Bill, for hosting this space. I appreciate it and love you all.
Thank you so much, Terry. We always love when you come in, and you're always encouraging. And I agree with you on Carlos, man. What an inspirational speaker. But I think he does that for a living. I think he says he coaches CEOs, so you can see it. You can see it. You can hear it. We've got Nurse Sharon back. She was having some technical difficulties. How you doing tonight?
Hi. Oh my goodness. Thank you. That was so frustrating. I'm in a new place in Wyoming, and I don't have internet, so I'm working off cellular data. Thank you for hosting this space. I was wondering today, I was off at a new job. I didn't really get to post like I usually do. I am a native New Yorker. I was living in Manhattan. I was an open heart surgery nurse at New York Hospital, but they, canceled all of the elective surgeries, so we were in the burn unit. And I had never been a burn unit nurse before. Of course, we lost, our community. We took care of everything from firefighters with glass in their eye to people that were so burnt beyond recognition that, their mortality rate was almost certain. I was 32 at the time, don't do the math, but my patient on September 12th, she made it through September 12th, was my age, 32, and she left behind a 10-year-old daughter. And I remember I had the TV on in her room. I was taking good care of we wanted to keep track of what was going on, and the family came in because I was taking care of her daughter, but the mom screamed at me, and I feel a loser for having the TV on, even though I wasn't like standing there watching it. I just had it on in the background, made myself feel safe. But she wound up dying at like the 11th hour of my shift. I never saw her face until 13 years later when I went to the memorial. I had moved out of state, and to be honest, I'll back up. I don't want to talk too long, but she was wrapped like a mummy, because when you're burnt to a certain degree, you don't keep your heat. So she was under a heater, wrapped like a mummy. Never saw her face. So I only got to see who she was. Her name was Rosa Gonzalez, and she was 32. She left behind a young daughter who's probably an adult now. Well, is an adult now. But I didn't know her, so I didn't look it up. And, my mom... Am I muted?
Sorry, something happened there. Go ahead.
It's
Keep going.
It's okay. I hope I'm not talking too long.
No. That's going to be a technical difficulty.
Okay, I don't know where I was, but my mom...
You just said what her name was. Rosa Gonzalez.
Oh yeah, okay, I kept going after that. But anyway, my mother lost 2 cousins. We went to memorials without bodies. The bodies were never recovered. My poor dad was doing work down in the area. Towers, actually. And with the crew that he was with, they were finding parts of people, on the roofs for, a very long time afterwards.